This is a brief overview of setting up a Linux E40. First, start with selecting your language type, if you're going to add any smart accessories or not, and of course today we're going to proceed through the thermostat. Some of the first data that you're going to enter is your dealer ID number. This is also your Linux account number. Each Linux dealer has their own Linux account number. The one you see on the screen here would not be yours. It's just being used as an example today. Once it's in there, we can confirm it. The rest of the information will populate once Wi-Fi is connected. We always need to make sure we have the correct time and date and temperature scale to where we need it, and of course our unit type. Today we're going to pair it with a 2-stage outdoor unit, so we need to set it for 2-stage, and we need to change the gas indoor type. It'd be ML180B would be single stage, but today we're going to use an example of an ML296 for 2-stage. Another thing we need to turn on is H/D for dehumidify. This is something special with the Linux controls. This is the availability to take the DH on the back of the stat and wire it to either the DS or the dehum of the indoor Linux product with the V in the model number. This is all for dehumidification. We're not doing accessory dehumidification, so we're going to leave the dehumidifier not installed, and we're going to do something entirely different with it. We're going to skip setting up Wi-Fi for now, but something I will encourage is always setting up some type of reminder. An example of this would be a 12-month filter reminder as a bare minimum when using a cabinet filter. As we proceed to the rest of the product, we need to make sure that we always name where the stat is into the house, especially when you have multiple stats in the house. I can understand if it was a single system, maybe we might name it something like home, but if it's a zone system, I'm encouraged by zone, like first floor. This is where we can go through and start performing tests. For now, let's go straight to the dealer service center, since there's some other settings I want to look at as well. One of the other settings that we can see as we scroll down the list is like minimum cool set point. It's always best to maybe set that to something closer back to design conditions. As we wait for this to populate, we'll also scroll down and look at some of the other settings like smooth setback recovery. This is something for scheduling anticipation. We can leave this off for now until we get an opportunity to explain what this can do for a consumer. It can often be confusing, but it can be a great setting. As we scroll down a little bit further here, one of the settings I want to get down to is outdoor temperature source. Since we're not adding an outdoor temperature sensor, we're going to rely only on the internet to provide a weather report to this control. We're going to leave it set for internet for now. And one of the things is we can turn off humidity display if we want to. Now, the system's almost ready to go. One more thing we need to do back on the homeowner side is go to humidity and turn dehumidified on. This is back to the wiring change we made earlier for part of terminal dehumidification. So, circling back around to that, first we have to make the system call. Let's set it to heat/cool so we can have an option for both a heating set point and a cooling set point, and lower that cooling set point down to something where it'll come on. Something you'll see, since this is a digital control, is now we've put the system into a time delay. After the time delay is satisfied, if we set up the control correctly, it should say cooling and dehumidifying, and our DH wire should not have 24 volts on it. The dehumidification relay here in this control is going to have 24 volts when we're not calling for dehumidification, and 24 volts removed when we are. So you should be 0, ergo the light I've temporarily wired here is off. So the point, when we're not calling for dehumidification, DH has power. When we are calling for dehumidification, DH will not have power. That LED, of course, will not be installed on the wall. It's just purely here for demonstration today.